In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
(2013) 171 State versus John Waldrop. It's a drug case. 15-231 violation of protection order, terroristic threatening. Let's see, gentlemen, is there anything to be done in this matter?
Your Honor, in the pending case, Mr. Waldrop is set for trial. Our trial period here in April. His probation revocation case was originally set for a hearing today. I've discussed the matter with Mr. Bunch, and we've agreed to move his hearing on the revocation to April 8th.
Very well. That'll be the order of the court in those cases. Thank you. In State versus James Surrett, 15-207, a drug case, and 13-276, which also a drug case. Was there anything to be done? I know he's set for trial.
Same circumstances as the Waldrop case, Your Honor. The pending case is set for trial for your week of April 11th. The revocation was set for today. We agreed to move that revocation to April 8th.
Very well.
And waive the 60-day, well, not waive the 60 days, but at least total the time for that 2-week period.
Very well. Free to go, sir. Thank you, sir. State versus Amy Dotson, simultaneous possession of drugs and firearms, possession of methamphetamine, 15-67. Amy Dotson. Good morning.
Your Honor, this is a first appearance on a petition to revoke.
Okay.
She was served with the warrant. Well, it shows today, but that can't be right.
Well, at any rate, ma'am, do you have an attorney?
I filled out the paperwork yesterday for the public defender, and I went for my 8.1 Monday.
Okay.
And Kirkpatrick assigned the one that I used in the original case.
Very well.
Judge, the 8.1 form from Judge Kirkpatrick's court reflects an arrest date of March 18th.
Okay. Okay, ma'am, you have been appointed and a public defender to represent you, and I assume she's entering a plea of not guilty or not true at this time, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll enter that plea of not true, and let's see.
The petition does allege new felony offenses. I'm assuming there will be a case with new pending charges filed at some point.
Well, you misset it for hearing on April 8th or May 6th.
Out of caution, Judge, I'm going to ask for May 6th.
Okay. We'll have a hearing on May 6th at 9:30 or soon after, as we can get to it. Okay. Anything else?
May I get bonds, John?
Well, let me look.
I'm on my probation fees, all my claims were paid off, and like my husband's very sick, and I like to get home so I can take care of him, and fulfill my other court order obligations with family court. So I'm supposed to be drug testing every week for them, and I've been doing that and seeing my kids.
Judge, I don't know anything about the new allegations or if she has a bond on those charges or not.
Your Honor,
Yes.
on the new allegations, that was on February 4th, and I bonded out on those that night.
Okay. Well, the petition, there are two Dotsons involved, and it's referred to a Dotson, so it's kind of difficult to. I said a $2,500 bond.
Yeah, I see that. Okay.
You'll need to get in contact with the public defender's office, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay.
State versus Rachel Clayton, 15-181, battery in the first, permitting abuse of a minor. Good morning. Let's see. She's appearing for a plea deadline, it looks like. Is there anything to be done on this day?
Your Honor, I discussed this case with Mr. Bunch yesterday. We both believe that we do not have all of the medical records in this case just yet. The hospital in Branson I need to contact to see if there are any records. And Mr. Bunch also brought up the point that the neurosurgeon in Little Rock did schedule a follow-up visit with one of the alleged victims in the case, and we're not sure that we have any records related to that follow-up visit. So discovery is still ongoing from the standpoint of the medical records, and so I would not oppose an extension of the plea deadline in this matter.
Very well.
Judge, we're currently set for trial the week of April 11th. I'm anticipating that trial setting might have to be continued just because of the status of the medical records.
We'll set the plea deadline for April 8th and may have to extend that depending on the circumstances. That'll be all we can do today. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State versus Richard Baker, 15-161, theft of property, 15-214, breaking or entering and theft and other charges, and 16-29, breaking or entering, theft, criminal mischief. Good morning. I'm looking at 16-29. We're here for a pre-trial if we need to have a pre-trial.
Judge, what I was going to say is we don't have pleas in the file, and if we could continue this to April 8th when Mr. Hancock returns, and hopefully we'll have pleas available at that time.
On the three cases.
Yes, Your Honor. What we're anticipating is the plea statements will call for a DCC sentence.
Okay. We'll take up your case on April 8th, sir. Well, what's his bond set at? I don't know.
Judge, each case probably has a bond. We have 4 pending cases.
4 pending cases?
Yes, sir.
What, has there been a change since we last addressed the bond, other than the passage of time?
I think that would be it, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm going to leave the bond where it's at right now. Maybe it can be resolved. State versus Jason McCloy, 16-21, rape and kidnapping. Good morning. This is also scheduled for a pre-trial if need be. Are you aware of anything, Mr. Batch, your records reflected?
I don't show discovery having been received.
I think we've been trying to verify who counsel was going to be to provide discovery. I have discovery to provide today.
Okay, well, at least we'll take that step. I understand that'll be forthcoming.
It's actually going to be in two parts, the initial discovery and then one supplemental report from the Sheriff's Office.
Okay. All right. Because that'll be all we can do today, sir. You may stand aside.
Is that going to ask for a bond reduction, sir?
Well, I don't know. Have we addressed his bond before? What's your bond set at, sir?
My bond is set at $15,000 cash, and then we're adding for him to Patrick Road and possibly drop.
Okay, I remember this case. Sir, I'd rather leave it as it stands.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Here's another satisfied client from Dental Creations of Harrison.
My husband and I both went through this together. We both had teeth that was causing health problems. Doctor wanted to come and talk to us about what we wanted, what our options were. We've gotten our final dentures. They feel as natural as our other teeth ever did. The best part is being able to smile again and not thinking, okay, I've got to hide this side of my face because that tooth's missing.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet, so you know everyone is safe.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
16-69 State versus Alicia Adkins. Possession of drug paraphernalia, some traffic violations, looks like.
I don't think she's very on that.
Okay. Matthew Simmons. 16-73, violation of an order of protection, criminal mischief. Good morning.
Judge, Mr. Simmons has a case pending in Division 4 at this time, 2015-244.
Okay.
Unless the Public Defender's Office has an objection, I'm going to propose that this case be transferred to Division 4 as well.
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, we can take care of that.
In fact, I believe the cases are somewhat related to one another. And I'll provide Mr. Bunch with a copy of our discovery, copy of our file.
Okay, I've appointed the public defender to represent you in this case. Does he enter a plea of not guilty?
Not guilty.
Will. My microphone's not on. We'll enter the plea of not guilty, and the case will be transferred to Judge Webb's division. Anything else?
Not by the defense, Your Honor.
That'll be all. Thank you, sir. 16-17 State versus Callie Mays. Breaking or entering, forgery, theft. 16-61 possession of controlled substances, drug paraphernalia, furnishing prohibited articles. And a Newton County case. Do we know the number on it?
Yes. 2015-54.
15-54 out of Newton County also.
Judge, if I may approach, I can provide you with our file on the Newton County case.
Okay.
Got a good turn to place where you need it.
Thank you. What did you want to say regarding bond?
Regarding the bail issue, in the 16-17 case, it's my understanding that she retained a bondsman, and a bond was posted, and then the bondsman later surrendered Ms. Mays.
Okay.
There's a bondsman, Mr. Finley, who's prepared to assume responsibility as her bondsman in all these cases, with the understanding that Ms. Mays would enter a rehab facility in Omaha, Arkansas. So what the defense is requesting is that there be one bond for all the cases be set today.
Judge, I'm looking at the paperwork that I have on our files, and it looks like a bond was set in at least two of the cases of $15,000. It was to cover the Newton County case and at least one of the Boone County cases. I can't tell if it was to cover both Boone County cases.
If we have one bond for all cases, what would you?
The condition of the bond would be that she attend this facility in Omaha.
That's my understanding that that facility is a voluntary program. She can come and go as she pleases. So if she were to leave the program, he would certainly treat that. We'd ask that be treated as a failure to appear and a warrant be issued for her arrest as a condition of her bond. If that stipulation was in place, the state would not oppose the $15,000 bond covering all three cases.
I don't know about the correctness of that being a constitute a failure to appear. Certainly it'd be a violation of the conditions of release and would be dealt with as a contempt situation by the court. But that's the request. The request of the defense remains the same.
Very well. Set the bond at $15,000. Condition the bond that you be at the treatment facility in Omaha.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. State versus David Golden, 15-97. Break or entering, theft of property. It's been going on a while. Where do we stand on this?
Judge, if I could be heard.
You bet.
Mr. Golden has a plea offer. In principle, it's been accepted. Mr. Golden tells me that the plea offer does not accurately reflect the agreement between the parties. Since I'm not his attorney, I don't know what the agreement was. What I would ask is the matter be reset to April 8th when Mr. Hancock can be here so they can discuss any differences or confusion regarding the terms of the plea.
To avoid problems with the speedy trial, we may exclude the time.
Defense waives.
Okay. Appear on April 8th, sir. Excluded time. State versus Joshua Hoff, 15-105. Sexual assault in the 4th degree. Will this be taken care of today or later?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we're prepared to
All right.
take care of it today.
Do you want? I need to sign off on this. Do you want him to come back?
Yeah, I'll call it in a few minutes.
Okay.
Is it okay? I will call you at your case in a few minutes.
When you practice your home fire drill, make sure you stay low under the smoke. Make sure you practice home fire drills with your family.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
Well, I had some problems getting stuff done. Finally ended up at Dental Creations and was very pleased with the way everything worked out. And the lab technicians, I mean, they came out and wanted to make sure everything was looking good, and everything turned out great. If I'd have known back then what I know now, I would have went to Dental Creations first.
Dental Creations on the Square in Harrison, 870-204-6974.
There are many ways to prepare for retirement, and how you plan for your retirement years takes solid planning. Community First Bank is here to help. With IRAs, CDs, money market accounts, and many other investment options, Community First Bank could hold the key to unlocking your financial future. Stop by and visit with one of our retirement specialists at one of our convenient locations, and let us help you decide which option is best for you. Community First Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
State versus Cheryl Kidwell, 16-47, criminal attempt to commit residential burglary, theft, criminal mischief, trespass. Good morning.
Good morning.
So you make application?
I did this
Okay,
morning.
we'll take a look at that. Thank you, sir. Appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You're appearing for an arraignment. Does she enter a plea of not guilty to these allegations?
Yes, sir, not guilty.
Okay. We'll enter that plea of not guilty. We'll send out a scheduling order which has your court dates on it to the Public Defender's Office, and I'm sure they'll relay a copy to you, advise you of the date. You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State versus Julie Anderson, aggravated robbery, 16-23. Morning.
Morning.
Let's see what we're here for. Pre-trial, if need be.
Your Honor, I'm not aware of any pretrial issues. However, Mr. Hancock and I have been discussing a possible resolution in this case. I've been taking a look at some case law. I need to discuss this with the Sheriff's Office before we go any further with extending an offer.
Right.
We might be able to do this on April 8th.
Okay.
But I'm thinking out of caution, perhaps your May docket would be a better time to do it.
We have a May 4th date. Is it 4th? This says May 6th. Okay, there's just error on there. May 6th, I'm told.
I would ask
Anyway,
for
it'll be
that.
on a Friday.
I would ask for that date unless the
Okay.
defense opposes.
First Friday in May,
Yes, sir, that's fine.
First Friday in May. Thank you, sir.
9:30. State versus Barry Jarrett, 15-223, burglary, breaking or entering, criminal mischief, 15-236, similar charges. right, pretty good. Let's see. This is in 15-223. There's a plea deadline today. 15-236. Similar.
Judge, the cases are currently set for trial, your April trial period. However, the crime lab has been conducting some testing in both cases regarding DNA and trace evidence. Received an email from the chief of the DNA section, Jennifer Beatty, and spoke with her by phone. And she has advised that in order for them to complete the testing, they need a DNA sample from Mr. Jarrett. And I did let Mr. Bunch know that I had filed motions in both cases pursuant to the Arkansas Rule of Criminal Procedure 18.1 to obtain oral swabs from Mr. Jarrett.
Okay.
Your Honor, can I say something? I gave him a swab that night, the first time that I got arrested down there at the police department. I gave him an oral swab.
And that's probably correct, Your Honor. And I did discuss that with Ms. Beatty. And to do a confirmatory test, they need a fresh sample. He also pointed out that when it comes to the DNA sample that's provided at arrest, there are some chain of custody issues that can arise, and it's really more of a presumptive test, sort of like when somebody gives a DNA sample when they're convicted. To do a confirmatory test, they do need a fresh sample.
Let's see. Well, unless there's much of a dispute, present me an order.
I'll do that, Your Honor. Thank you.
So the DNA that they have on file is just kind of a lead?
Well, yeah, it creates a presumption, but to do a confirmatory test, they have to have a fresh sample.
Oh, I see.
And it also eliminates the possible chain of custody issues that arise with the sample that's given when they're arrested.
See, I wasn't aware of that. I am now.
Judge, if I could have a few minutes to visit with Mr. Jarrett so we can revisit this issue.
Okay, we'll keep that file out and we'll...
Am I free to go, or do I need to stay here?
Apparently, we should stay here.
Okay, but as far as you, I'm free to go, right?
No,
well,
stay.
Okay, all right, I'm going to use the bathroom.
15-209, State versus Antonio Osler. Possession of marijuana with purpose to deliver, paraphernalia, driving on a suspended license, prohibited driving. We're here for a plea deadline.
Sir, I would like to say it has been over 200 days since this case was started, and I have requested at every court appearance for my motion for discovery. At 2 or 3 of the court appearances, the prosecution has said that they would provide that. I spoke with Mr. Bunch this morning to ask him, was he going to file a motion to compel, and he informed me that he is not my attorney. He has been representing me at 5 of 6 or 7 of my court appearances, and at our last court appearance, I requested to file my own motion to compel, and you told me that I could not do that. So on the stand, I respectfully requested that my attorney file a motion to compel. Mr. Bunch said that he's not my attorney, but I did not ask Mr. Bunch to file a motion to compel. I asked the court for my attorney to file a motion to compel, and he was filling in for my attorney. So the motion to compel is still not being filed.
One moment. Has the state answered?
Yes, Your Honor, if I may respond. On November 13th of 2015, Mr. Osler here appeared in court. At the time, he was representing himself. The address that we had to provide him with discovery was the one in our file. When he appeared on the record, stated his address on the record in court, and apparently there was a discrepancy in the zip code between the number that we had and the zip code at the address he was living at. So we recopied discovery, and he appeared again on December 11th and acknowledged that he had received our second packet of discovery, but then said that the videos he believed were incomplete. And therefore, I voluntarily checked with law enforcement to see if there were any issues with the videos, if they were complete, and they said that what we have is everything that they have.
Okay. So the state has sent discovery to defense.
We've actually mailed it twice and provided a copy to the defense.
Okay. What is it that's lacking, sir?
The video is not in whole. The officer's statements, or there's two different statements from the officer in two different discoveries that I received. There is no evidence as far as the crime lab reports. None of that stuff is.
Do you have any crime lab reports?
Your Honor, I believe we do. But at the time that we received them, it was our understanding that the Public Defender's Office was representing Mr. Osler.
See, he just said that I was representing myself, so which one is it?
In the beginning, you were representing yourself.
One moment. Okay. It sounds like the state has answered discovery with what they had at the time, and if it need be to supplement discovery with crime lab reports, do so. But as far as tapes, if it's not complete, he's saying that's all they have, so that's all they have.
Okay, well, even in
the
video that I did receive, it does not match the officer's statement. The video disputes the officer's whole statement of why I was pulled over and what happened at the stop.
Well, that sounds like you got something to work with then. But I mean, if that's they give you what
and
they
I also
have.
spoke with another attorney today that was in court with another. And I will be trying to hire them. So what steps do I need to go about?
That attorney would just enter appearance.
Okay.
And we'd then relieve the Public Defender's Office.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Anything else to be done today?
No, Your Honor, but I would state again that I believe this case is set for trial on April 11th.
Okay.
Well, how can this be set for trial on April 11th when I haven't even received the whole discovery?
Well, have you got a crime lab report in your packet there? Other than that, it sounds like you have received.
No, because the motion that I gave Mr. Bunch.
No, the Arkansas Rules of Criminal Procedure sets out what the state has to give you.
Right, and I in the motion that I gave, the motion to compel that I gave Mr. Bunch to file at my last court appearance included everything that Arkansas says that I can receive in my motion to discovery.
Do you think discovery's not been answered?
No, I think
he's not my attorney.
As far as I can tell by
he's not my attorney.
Very well. If you have a crime lab report, forward it to the defense by next Tuesday.
I will need this copy too.
Will do, Your Honor.
Is that all?
Indeed.
Thank you.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Here's another satisfied client from Dental Creations of Harrison.
My husband and I both went through this together. We both had teeth that was causing health problems. Dr. wanted to come and talk to us about what we wanted, what our options were. We've gotten our final dentures. They feel as natural as our other teeth ever did. The best part is being able to smile again and not thinking, okay, I've got to hide this side of my face because that tooth's missing.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
Introducing two new families of ATVs from Yamaha. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700. The new Grizzly offers increased power and performance to deliver more exploration and more adventure. The new Kodiak 700 features legendary Yamaha reliability for more productivity and more value. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700 ATVs, all with more than ever before.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
State versus Justin Hurd, also known as Justin Willett, 15-203, computer child pornography, 8 counts. Sexual indecency with a child, 7 counts. Unlawful dissemination of pornography, 1. has a Newton County case too.
He does, Your Honor. And I'll get this ready for you as well.
What's your name?
If I may approach.
Okay.
First page of the information that states the allegations, but I've got a cover sheet.
Is that what, has he been arraigned on this?
I believe so, yes. I think he was arraigned December 18th.
Do you know what today's appearance date for? Well, that's okay. We'll take care of it.
This is the Newton County case. That's for a pretrial of April 1st.
Okay.
That would be.
Is that what the case number?
I think that was scheduled before it was transferred to Division 3.
Well, we'll look into it. Okay.
Yeah, that's pursuant to a Joe Ford schedule.
Okay.
I haven't heard of any on the dates
All
that I
right.
have.
Very well. Thank you. In 15-203, matter set for jury trial on April 12th. We appear today as a plea deadline.
Judge, I know offers have been extended in both cases. I believe they call for a concurrent sentence.
Okay. Mr. Bunch, are you aware of anything that needs to be done on this day?
No, Your Honor. Mr. Hancock, I believe, requested this matter be continued for a plea on April 8th.
Very well. We'll continue it to April 8th. Stay in contact with your lawyer, sir. Free to go. State versus William Tovey, 15-171, possession of methamphetamine, marijuana. 15-182, theft by receiving. And 15-222, breaking or entering and theft. Looks like you've been negotiating on this. Just from a motion, it says.
As far as I know, Your Honor, discovery is complete. We've extended an offer that would encompass all three cases.
Okay. There's been a motion for continuance. I'll grant that motion. I don't know about a specific date at this time, but Ms. Duncan will just have to work it into the schedule. Oh, they haven't?
Yeah.
Okay.
The plea deadline on all of these is set for April 8th.
All right, well, we'll leave it as scheduled.
Return April 8th?
Yes.
Thank you.
15-105, Joshua Hoff, rather, I'm sorry, not Hoff. We just had one, though. Two? Well, that's what bring them on. Or do you need to do a bunch of paperwork?
No, shouldn't. In fact, Mr. Bunch will have several to go over with Mr. Miller, so probably the sooner the better.
Just said fines and stipulation for 12 months.
It's just a probation.
Your Honor, pursuant to the plea agreement, the state did meet with the victim's family on more than one occasion. Based on the facts and circumstances in this case, the state feels it's in the best interest of justice that the charge be amended to contributing to the delinquency of a juvenile,
okay,
pursuant to the terms of the plea agreement.
All right. Now, Mr. Hoff, are you pleading guilty to contributing to the delinquency of a juvenile?
Yes.
By doing so, you give up your right to have a trial, and you cannot appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Other than what's in this police statement, have you been promised anything?
No, sir.
Have you been pressured or threatened in order to get you to change your plea?
No, sir.
Are you pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty?
Yes, sir.
This time I'm going to judge you guilty. Let's see. Place you on 12 months probation. You're fined $2,500. You pay a $20 booking fee, $200 in cost, additional fee of $20. Act 1220.
Crimes against children fine. It was something imposed in the last, or passed in the last legislative session.
Okay. Pay what you owe at the rate of $200 per month, beginning within 30 days. You make your payments to your sheriff's department in Boone County. And that should pay you out if you make your payments. Then when you get off probation, you start paying child support. Free to go. Well, I guess you'll need to visit with this lady before you go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet so that you know everyone is safe.
In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
KTKO Channel 8 Harrison. Local television worth watching.
Here's another satisfied client from Dental Creations of Harrison.
My husband and I both went through this together. We both had teeth that was causing health problems. Doctor wanted to come and talk to us about what we wanted, what our options were. We've gotten our final dentures. They feel as natural as our other teeth ever did. The best part is being able to smile again and not thinking, okay, I've got to hide this side of my face because that tooth's missing.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
Local television worth watching. KTKO Channel 8, Harrison.
I tell you, I enjoy this museum, boy. This boy here brought me down. Him and his mom and his sister had come down. He says, you got to go back to Harrison, Bob, Uncle Bob. And he said, you've got to go back and go through this museum. I said, I didn't even know they had a museum. Oh, yeah. He says, you know where the old Harrison High School was? And I said, yeah, that's where it's at. So he brought me down here one time. I joined up. And like I say, them publications, I got so interested in them, reading them, you know. I enjoyed that Mad Dog issue there about the Mad Dog. Who would have thought it? That was news, I guess. It's an epidemic, I know. But I enjoy this museum. everybody's wanting a family tie a little bit or something, you know. And, yeah, but I tell you this, I sat here doing this and looked at them separators over there. And I tell you, I cranked many of them for my Aunt Clara. See, my girls, they never even seen one of these. They never even seen one of these or understand what it was or nothing. And that's why I think something like this is so great. My wife, she says, well, I said, you ought to go down with Gemini and look at the museum. She says, I've been to museums with you before. And says, you're in it all day because you got to read every little note. I said, well, I do. It's interesting too.
Kevin Merrill here from Main Street Service Center, and today I'm standing in front of a 1991 CJ7. Cute little Jeep. It's a great little vehicle to have around, have some fun in on the back roads or out at the farm or whatever. This vehicle was towed in to us because it was having some problems. The customer had just within the last 6 months had the engine rebuilt, had a lot of work done on it and stuff like that, but it just wasn't doing right. It just wasn't, it was leaking a lot of fluids, and he just wasn't happy with it, and so he brought it to us to have us take a look at it. And one of the problems that he was having is he had no clutch, and so we pulled the transmission because we could tell by the inspection whenever it originally came in that the slave cylinder, the hydraulic fluid was leaking from the slave cylinder area, even though the slave cylinder had been replaced just a short time ago. So we went ahead and pulled the transmission down, and sure enough, the slave cylinder that had been installed was leaking. Now, whether that's because of a defective part or whether it was because it was installed incorrectly, we were not able to detect at this time, but here and there it still needed another slave cylinder. So you can see, in order to do this project, we pulled the transmission out. This is the transmission sitting right here, and then the transfer case is sitting right behind it. And fortunately, on this particular vehicle, we were able to pull all of them out as one unit. You can see it's a fairly large piece. However, a lot of times when we're pulling a transmission out, everything's a transmission, right? So on your Jeep, it's just a little bit smaller component, so it makes it a little bit easier to work on. And this is the drive shaft right here that actually runs the front wheels whenever everything is all hooked up. But anyway, one of the other things is the customer said, hey, I've got an oil leak. Come to find out that the person that installed it, whenever they tightened up the starter, had taken a ground bolt, a little eyelet, and tightened it up so tight that it wound up turning and running into the oil filter and actually putting a hole in the side of the oil filter. So he's very fortunate the engine that he just had rebuilt doesn't need to be rebuilt again because of running out of oil. And then it just needed a few other maintenance things. For instance, shocks and things like that. It needed a drivability issue, not running quite right, so we're checking the timing and things like that. But the reason that our customer had taken it to this person originally was because of price. And I understand that. Everybody is looking for a good deal. Everybody wants the best price that they can get and get their vehicles fixed or get whatever it is, whether we're buying a couch or whether we're buying a car. We all want our best deal. But in vehicle repair, you need to make sure that as you're looking for a shop to do your work, you're looking for somebody who's been there for a while, who's going to be there for a while, who has credentials to stand up and will stand behind the work that's done. Here at Main Street Service Center, every once in a while we have a comeback. We've made a mistake. We've got to fix something that we either didn't put together correctly, or we've gotten a part that has failed and we need to replace it. But we're here to do that. We've been in business now going on 26 years, and we stand behind the work that we do. And I've heard people say, well, Kevin, you're really expensive. Actually, that's not true. We're not the highest shop in town, but we do have the most efficient technicians in town. Our technicians go to school on a regular basis. We have almost identical equipment that the dealerships have. We have a nationwide warranty on the work that we do. We have automatically, whenever we do work, it comes with roadside assistance. So if you do get out there, get away from home, and you do have a problem, we've got you backed up. And so anyway, as you're looking for those places, don't always look at the bottom line of you know, what the dollars and cents is, because it all comes out in the wash. This gentleman's into a lot of money, as you can see, by doing a lot of work that should have already been done, and now he's having to do it twice. So if you've got a question about your vehicle, if you want some advice, or you're looking to buy a new vehicle, please give us a call. We'll assist you in any way that we can. That's what we're here to do. Our number is 741-4252, or you can come by 620 Goblin Drive. Have a good day.
Hi, my name is Michelle and I'm here at Nature's Wonders, and today I'm going to encourage you to step outside your comfort zone and come to the health food store and try something that maybe you've never tried before. If you are a seasoned health food store shopper, you probably are familiar with all these that I'm about to talk about. But if not, I just want to encourage you to come in and try something that maybe you would think you wouldn't enjoy, but I think could maybe be something that could become one of your daily habits. And first, I'm going to talk about kombucha. If you've never heard of that, it's basically like a fermented tea, and it has enzymes, probiotics. It's very good for the digestion, for the immune system, and even for energy. So it's a very good feel-good drink. And coconut water is a good alternative to traditional sports drinks. It's a good source of hydration without getting all the sugar. So it's a really good thing as the weather starts to warm up and we need that extra hydration. Apple cider vinegar drinks, we have it in several flavors, and that's very good to be a detox and alkalizing drink, so it's a fun thing to try. It sounds weird, but it's actually very delicious. Aloe vera drinks, we've got those for digestion and a multitude of other benefits, but that's the primary one, and those are really kind of enjoyable because they have little beads of aloe vera in there, which is kind of a fun thing and different than any other drink. We've got reishi chocolate milk. Reishi is an adaptogen, which is actually an herb that helps your endocrine system deal with stress, and so it's very energizing and stress relieving. And this one's in a chocolate milk form, so it's just delicious. And then if you're a soda drinker and looking for a good alternative, we've got ginseng up. If you're kind of hooked on that caffeine feeling and you need that little lift from caffeine, you could come in and try ginseng up as an alternative. And then we've also got Zevia, which is a soda made with stevia, sweetened with stevia, I should say. If you are diabetic or avoiding sugar for whatever reason, but you still have to have that soda every day, those can be a great alternative. So come down to Nature's Wonders, give one of these a try. We've got a whole bunch of others. I just mentioned a few, but something that you may not have already had and you might want to add as part of your day.
Here's another satisfied client from Dental Creations of Harrison.
That several people complain about after a year it doesn't fit, it doesn't feel right. And it's because your mouth changes. And they offer the final set of dentures. And it's just like your own teeth. I eat corn on the cob, I eat steak, and Wanda and Dave and Tara was my personal person in there. They're awesome people in there.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
Introducing two new families of ATVs from Yamaha. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700. The new Grizzly offers increased power and performance to deliver more exploration and more adventure. The new Kodiak 700 features legendary Yamaha reliability for more productivity and more value. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700 ATVs, all with more than ever before.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet, so you know everyone is safe.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
Hi, my name is Michelle and I'm here at Nature's Wonders, and I'm here to tell you about an exciting new line that we've brought in called Veriditas. Veriditas, which is spelled V-E-R-I-D-I-T-A-S, is a line of essential oils, and it's the first line and the only line that exists that we know of that is completely organic and therapeutic grade. And the reason that that's so exciting is because if you didn't know what an essential oil is, and I wasn't aware of this either until we did the training, that an essential oil is the immune system of a plant. It's what plants create to protect themselves from disease, insects, and the environment. And so if you want to harvest the immune system from a plant to use on your own body or aromatherapeutically or however way you're choosing to use it, you would want to choose the highest quality one and the one that has not been challenged by a lot of other chemicals, pesticides, things like that. So you're going to want the strongest plant immune system that you can find, and in this case that's Veriditas. Organic is the only way that you can know that it's the strongest immune system of a plant that's available. And so you can use these oils like you would use any other oils and even more. And on their website, which is veriditasbotanicals.com, you can learn a lot more and find out the varieties that we carry and also some different uses of those oils, both topically and therapeutically. But today I'm going to give you just a fun little recipe for a relaxing pillow spray that you can make. And it's very simple, and all that you need is a 2-ounce mist bottle, your organic Veriditas lavender oil, 40 drops, top the bottle off with some distilled water, shake it up, and then just mist this all over your pillow, around your bedroom, wherever you sleep, and it will help create the relaxing atmosphere that you need to fall asleep and get a good night's rest. So come in, come by Nature's Wonders and check out Veritas.
KTKO Channel 8 Harrison. Local television worth watching.